So many women are absolutely clueless as to why they are not attracting women. They are completely dumbfounded about the fact that women are not approaching them. And although there are various reasons why lesbians don't approach women, in this video message, I'm going to focus on one reason why lesbians don't approach women. And I've titled my video, One Major Reason Why Lesbians Don't Approach Women. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. I do provide my lesbian perspective. Stay tuned throughout the entire video so that you can learn why you are not being approached by lesbians. I have to be honest that this major reason that I'm going to give you why lesbians are not approaching you really is going to apply to women who are not lesbians. Yes, this message can apply to lesbians, but it mainly applies to women who are not lesbians. These women are not heterosexual. So this message is not for heterosexual women. It is for same-sex attracted women, but mainly same-sex attracted women who are not lesbians. One major reason why lesbians don't approach women is because most women who are fluid in their sexuality, meaning that they are attracted to both sexes or genders, male and female, these women identify as either bisexual or pansexual or demisexual. They may be asexual, but they may have same-sex attraction and can have also attraction for the opposite sex. When you are a same-sex attracted woman, but you are attracted to both sexes, you are fluid in your sexuality. Because lesbians are female homosexuals, they do not have attraction for men or males. They are exclusively attracted to women or females emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually, and spiritually. Lesbians are very aware that we live in a world where the majority of women are attracted to men. We really hone in on women's behavior. We're gauging your interests. We're gauging how you carry yourself as a woman. And it's very imperative that when a lesbian makes a move or when she approaches a woman, she needs to be certain that this woman likes women. Many lesbians find themselves in a predicament. They may think a woman is attractive. They may think a woman is interesting. However, when she finds out certain clues about a woman, the woman who she was paying attention to, the woman who she was considering a prospective partner, actually failed the test in getting approached by a lesbian. Lesbians, we know that most women are attracted to men. And I'm not referring to heterosexual women because heterosexual women are exclusively interested in men only. But yes, most women are heterosexual, but this is referring to same-sex attracted women who are fluid in their sexuality. Lesbians also most definitely pay attention to other lesbians as well, but primarily this focuses on women who are same-sex attracted, but like both sexes. It's very important that you understand one major reason why lesbians don't approach women. And that reason is because the women that the lesbians are observing, even though she may be attracted to you, she may think you're interesting or intriguing, she will not follow through with approaching you because you failed the test for her to pursue you. And this is the reason why. You are showing too much interest in men. I have talked about this before, and I approach this topic in different ways where I may discuss, for example, most women are male-centered. if a woman is bisexual or if a woman is pansexual. She may be interested in women, but lesbians don't know because she's always around men. She always has a boyfriend. She's always involved with a man. And these women are completely clueless as to why they can't get a woman. And it's because the vibes that you give off are that you are into men. You are not aware that there are women around you who may be interested in you, but you're actually hindering your chances of meeting women because you don't show or express yourself as a same-sex attracted woman. In other words, lesbians think that you are a heterosexual woman, or they may think that you are perhaps a bisexual woman, but you seem more interested in men or males. When it comes to sexuality in women, and if you're fluid in your sexuality, you're actually being seen by other people. They don't know you personally. All they can go off on is based on what they see physically. And if you are a same-sex attracted woman and you're fluid in your sexuality, and if you're always dating men, or if you're in relationships with men, meaning you have a boyfriend, a fiance, a husband, people will think that you're heterosexual. And I know that's not fair, but it's just the way the world is. People are very binary in their thinking. They think you're either heterosexual or homosexual. But we know that there are people who are bisexual or pansexual. It's very important that bisexual women and pansexual women and women who are fluid in their sexuality to be more conscious and aware of their surroundings. Because if you are a woman who actually wants to be with a woman, you have to make more effort to show that you are attracted to women. And in most cases, women who are bisexual or pansexual, they do the opposite. They appear to be more interested in men, or you don't even know that they're bisexual or pansexual because they're always with a man. It's one major reason why lesbians don't approach you, because you do not give an aura of being a woman who is into women. And it's very important that lesbians feel very sure of the women who they want to approach. Lesbians, we are female homosexuals, and we know that we only are going to choose women. But we are aware that there are bisexual women, there are pansexual women, and you have technically more options in choosing a partner. A lesbian wants to be confident in who she chooses as a partner because we know that there are pressures in society that make it very difficult for women to choose to be in lesbian relationships or to be in relationships between women. There's a lot of social pressure. We live in a heteronormative society. And in many cases, women who are fluid in their sexuality, they just find it easier to just date men or be with men or show or express interest in men because it's more accepting. And in many cases, their life is a little bit more easier to navigate if they just choose to be with men. And lesbians honestly get turned off by that mentality because lesbians, we have to develop tough skin. We are very aware that as women, there's sexism. If you are a Black woman or a woman of color, there's racism. There's also homophobia, and there's misogyny. Some people look at women as inferior or they have some type of disdain for women. And there's so many battles that we have to go against. It can either make you or break you. So we develop tough skin and we become very resilient and confident, and we want to live lives that are authentic. And so we want to choose a female partner who is just as resilient, just as confident, positive, and strong and authentic as we are. And if we sense that a woman is not confident, if we sense that she wants to take the easy road out, even though technically it's not easy to just live a heteronormative life, especially when that's not who you authentically are, because many women who are fluid in their sexuality, whether they're bisexual or pansexual, many of them suffer in silence because they may really truly want to be with a woman as having a lifelong relationship, but they settle for being in a relationship with a man to conform to this heteronormative society. And when lesbians pick up that about you, it actually repels us, because we don't want to be with a woman who runs from herself, a woman who is living in her truth, a woman who stands her ground and who stands up for herself and stands up for her partner is very attractive, very appealing. And this is why lesbians are so appealing to women, regardless of their sexual orientation. There's heterosexual women that are very fond of lesbians, not in a romantic or sexual sense, but they admire their strength. And women who are same-sex attracted women, but they're fluid in their sexuality, they really are drawn to lesbian women because they know that we go through so much in life, but yet we still stand tall and we live our lives as lesbians with confidence. And that's why lesbians want a female partner who resembles them. If you are not compatible, then the relationship is not going to work. So one major reason why lesbians don't approach women is because many women, they like to hide behind a mask. They're not being their authentic self. And if they are bisexual or pansexual, many of these women are not confident in their own skin to express themselves openly as same-sex attracted women. And nobody can tell that you're into women because you don't give off that vibe. And you are usually always focused on being with a man. In many cases, you're never single. You always have a guy in your life. And when you are single, you don't even really interact with women on a romantic level. You're just invisible. But lesbians are very observant and wise. And they pay attention to women all the time because we are lesbians. Many times lesbians are misconstrued as being someone who is offended about women being bisexual or pansexual. I can speak for myself as a lesbian woman. I respect all women. I respect all of our sexual orientations. I wish that more women felt more comfortable about discussing their sexual orientation. But because we do live in a society where women have been oppressed with their sexuality, women kind of feel uncomfortable about being open about who they really are. And in some cases, women are silenced because the world expects us all to be heterosexual women. And so there's women who are not being their true self. And you can actually pick up whether or not a woman is ready to be honest about who she is. And she's really not going to be ready to be in a relationship with a woman until she really acknowledges who she is. And this is one major reason why lesbians don't approach women, because there's not enough women out here who are ready to be in a relationship with a lesbian. And I'll close with this. I remember there was this woman that I really was attracted to. I let her know that I was attracted to her. I opened up to her and I told her I was a lesbian, and we worked together. I did not want to really meet a woman at that time because I just got out of a relationship with another woman and I just wanted some time to myself to be single. But for some reason, I really was drawn to this woman and I just could not deny the fact that I liked her. I'm very upfront about who I am, and I was honest with her. I let her know that I was attracted to her, that I was interested in her. She may have been heterosexual, but I actually have my doubts. I think she was fluid in her sexuality, but she was not ready to admit to it. She wasn't ready to be herself. And I really believe that. And I also believe that she was interested in me. However, when a woman is not aligned emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or even sexually about who she is, then it's almost impossible for her to connect with another woman. That's what I believe really happened in this situation. One day, after we were talking, I think we went to lunch together. And I explained to her that since we were at work, that I wanted what I shared with her to just remain private. And she assured me that our conversations would be between us two. And I trusted her on that. She was very trustworthy in that regard. I didn't sense that she was ashamed of me or ashamed of being around me. But what I did sense is that she was worried about how other people would see her. For example, I remember I was working at my workstation and she came around to speak to a couple of my coworkers. And you know how they're not standing right next to you, but they're kind of like still in earshot. You can hear the conversation. They may be like, oh, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 feet away. But she was talking very loudly, which was very out of her character. And I remember specifically she was talking about this man. And it wasn't a man who worked with us. It was actually like a celebrity. And she just wanted whoever she was talking to know that she thought this man was so fine and how she wished that she knew him and all of this. And it was so obvious that she was wanting to make sure people around her knew that she liked men. You may think that I'm making assumptions, but it's just a vibe that you get. It's when you really observe women and you study women, you pick up certain things that they do, which let you know that, okay, this woman's not ready. She's not ready to be herself. She's not ready to be with me, because I need a woman who knows who she is. She's confident in her skin and she's wanting to be with me. When she was basically trying to make sure other people knew that she was heterosexual, that kind of turned me off and it made me lose interest in her. So that's just a real life story about one of my experiences dealing with a woman who's not ready to be herself. There are women who are same-sex attracted women. Even if they are fluid in their sexuality, they are not going to be able to attract lesbians because you exude behavior that repels lesbians, because you are only going to reflect that you're into men. Whether it's you're always in men's faces, fluid women, they're always smiling in men's faces. They're always trying to get a man's attention, and they never are with the woman. Like, you would think that the woman was heterosexual. You wouldn't even know that she's bisexual or pansexual because she's always around men. She never has a girlfriend. We don't know that you like women. Just like this photo that you see here, the young lady that is by herself and drinking the wine. In the background, you see the woman. She's in the center of two men, and she's looking on at the woman who's by herself. Well, the woman who's by herself drinking the wine in the olive dress, she's like lesbian women, us lesbian women, where we're confident in our skin, we're enjoying our life, and we're minding our business, and we're observing our surroundings. Absolutely. I mean, if we're a single woman, we're watching women all the time, but we also know that women are watching us. And so, as you can see, the woman who's in the tangerine dress and she's in the center of the men, she's looking at the lesbian woman because she's attracted to her, and she's hoping that she can get the woman's attention. But this woman, she's surrounded by guys. Lesbians are not going to approach you because you're acting like you are a heterosexual woman. And we see this kind of scenario all the time where a woman, she just does not get it. She's not aware, she's not conscious that you're repelling lesbians because you act like you are only into men, and you're looking at lesbians. You want a lesbian to approach you, but she's going to go on with her life. She's living her best life. She's not going to ever approach you because you are not a woman who she will feel safe with. You are a woman who shows that you put men first. You don't show yourself as a woman who really wants to be with a woman. And that's one major reason why lesbians don't approach women. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. Please subscribe to all of my social media. My handle is at GISELLEAWALLACE. And if you do need life coaching, I can be contacted. I'm here for you. I'll be glad to provide personalized, custom coaching for you if you are a woman who loves women and you're struggling with attracting women and you want to know how to get women's attention. You want to know how to be approached by lesbians, and maybe you even want to approach lesbians. I will be glad to coach you. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day.